What is going on, wrestling fans? WWE at Home 219 here with Aaron here to give you our Survivor Series predictions. Haven't came to you with a lot of videos, been kind of busy with school lately, but we are here with our Survivor Series predictions, which we will be watching back at home because it's Thanksgiving break. So let's get right into it. On the pre-show, we have Kofi Kingston taking on The Miz. Apparently, this match was just thrown together after we seen The Miz turn heel on Monday Night Raw this past Monday, which, in my personal opinion, I don't know about you, The Miz needed that probably to save his career because I feel like this face turn was going nowhere for him. But since he made that heel turn and he's got this match against Kofi on the pre-show, I'm going to take The Miz to win. I feel like this is an easy pick because just of his recent heel turn. So he's probably going to make Kofi tap out with figure four.
Yeah, I really think unless he turned heel that the Miz is going to be on his way out. But yeah, this heel turn is definitely was needed. I feel like he's definitely going to win in the pre-show to keep his momentum going and probably maybe feud for a title, one of the minor titles. Who knows? But yeah, I'll definitely take the Miz to keep this going.
I mean, of course, we've seen The Miz in the major title picture, but that was only really with John Cena. My only thing that they can maybe do is throw him in the John Cena World Heavyweight picture. I don't want to see that personally because we've already seen it, but that's just a possibility. I can't really think of where they're going to put Miz with this heel turn, but it's better than him being face.
Right.
So then on the undercard, we have Curtis Axel taking on Big E Langston for the Intercontinental Championship. Big E just won that title on Monday Night Raw, which was actually a pretty decent match. And I'm expecting a good match here at Survivor Series, and I'm also expecting Big E to retain here. It wouldn't really make sense for Curtis Axel to win it back 6 days later at a pay-per-view, at least not in my eyes. So I'm going to take Big E to win with the big ending.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. Curtis Axel, in my opinion, was kind of getting old. It's about time they add a new face to that belt. Big E, I think, guy very deserving, and I'm definitely taking him to beat Curtis Axel. I think it just makes sense, and hopefully we'll see Big E with some sort of long title run because I definitely think he deserves it.
Yeah, definitely. And then in one of the elimination tag matches that you'll always see at Survivor Series, Cody Rhodes and Goldust team up with Rey Mysterio and the Usos to take on the Shield and the Real Americans. And I feel like the build to these couple traditional matches that they have are pretty well, and I'm enjoying this kind of feud that they got going on between the heel tag teams and the face tag teams. And I feel like with this Rey Mysterio add-in, he's going to be the last man standing in this matchup. I'm going to feel like they're going to build him up to make him look strong since he just returned. So I'm probably going to take Cody Rhodes, Goldust, Rey Mysterio, and the Usos to beat the Shield and Real Americans. And I feel like they will also show kind of the Shield maybe hinting more towards that split that I think is going to happen.
Yeah, I'd have to agree totally. Survivor Series, me and Kyle were there live. Is where the Shield debuted, and I feel like this will be the pay-per-view that marks their possible split. I think this is what's going to start the split. I'm definitely going to take the Usos, Rey Mysterio, Cody, and Goldust in this match. I think either Rey Mysterio or either Cody or Goldust are going to end it. I feel like one of the Shield members is going to lose. I think Roman Reigns might be take the pin. So I feel like he's the one guy that's going to split away from the Shield, and that might hint at it starting the split. I feel like the split will begin at Survivor Series, so we will see. But yeah, definitely taking faces.
So then we have AJ Lee, Tamina Snuka, Summer Rae, Caitlyn, Rosa Mendez, Oksana, Alicia Fox taking on all the Total Divas. So it's basically Total Divas versus non-Total Divas. And very disappointing, this is an elimination tag match, so hopefully this doesn't go past like the 10-minute mark. I know for a fact 95% of us wrestling fans don't want to see Divas wrestle for more than 5 minutes at the most. And this is basically just probably to keep promoting Total Divas because this show is still going on. It's actually a pretty interesting show, but to bring that storyline into the ring, I think it's kind of stupid and very boring because you're just throwing a bunch of people together. I honestly think that the heel Divas are going to pick up the victory here because they'll probably continue this feud with the Total Divas since that show is going to be going on for another month or two, and I feel like AJ Lee is probably going to make Natalya tap out or some sort like that.
I mean, I guess who really cares? But in my opinion, I actually think that the Total Divas will win, and I feel like the only reason they'll win is whoever. I think someone's going to pin AJ, and that's going to lead into who's the number one contender for her belt. Natalya, maybe one of the Bellas. I don't know. I feel like that's the only point of this match, really, is to give a number one contender for AJ. So I guess who really cares? But I'll go with that.
And then in the 3 possible main events that I'm expecting is the Wyatt family taking on CM Punk and Daniel Bryan. Now, this matchup is very interesting because the Wyatt family has been getting this recent push lately, and I feel like that push is going to continue. Sadly, it's against Daniel Bryan, who was just in the WWE title picture last month, and now he's being put in just a normal tag match at Survivor Series. It's kind of disappointing. Same with CM Punk. He hasn't really had a relevant feud in a while, but this is actually a decent feud with the Wyatts, and hopefully it doesn't go on for long enough. And I just see the Wyatts picking up the victory here. There's no really point for CM Punk and Daniel Bryan to win over the Wyatts.
Yeah, I have to agree. I feel like the only reason the Wyatts are going to win is that it's going to prolong this feud to TLC. I feel like we're going to see this match again at TLC, and then once TLC is over, you'll see CM Punk probably go into the major title picture, or possibly even win the Royal Rumble. And that's a big thing. But I feel like the Wyatts are going to win. I feel like this match will happen at TLC again, where maybe CM Punk and Daniel Bryan win so that they could split off and do their own thing. Because I know CM Punk, with Royal Rumble time comes around, and I think it's time for him to get in the major title picture again. And Daniel Bryan, it's a shame, but it's just where the company's going right now. But yeah, I'm going to take the Luke Harper and the Wyatt family to win.
All right, so then I'm expecting this also to be another one of the main events. John Cena taking on Alberto Del Rio for the World Heavyweight Championship, and now I really thought this matchup could be 100% John Cena is going to win, but there's just this little bit part inside of me that John Cena is not fully healthy, and maybe he came back too fast, or maybe they're just using this to make you think that he doesn't have the greatest shot at being Alberto Del Rio. Nonetheless, I'm probably just going to stick with that John Cena pick because it's safe. Beating Alberto Del Rio, probably ending this feud because we've seen this feud plenty of times. Hopefully they give John something fresh and entertaining. Maybe I've seen rumors that he's going to hold the belt until WrestleMania, so hopefully there's a greater plan there, and hopefully he just AAs Alberto Del Rio and gets Del Rio out of the World Heavyweight Championship feud, which, for a fact, Alberto Del Rio has been in every World Heavyweight Championship matchup here in 2013, so hopefully that ends in November and we don't see it at TLC.
Yeah, I have full confidence that John Cena is going to retain this belt. I feel like this feud needs to end. I feel like Del Rio needs to go on a break. Like Kyle just said, he's been in every World Heavyweight match in 2013. It's time to get him out, get something fresh. I'm not a big Del Rio fan whatsoever, but he does have talent. But it's time to get something new. John Cena holding it to WrestleMania actually makes 100% sense to me. I don't even think he belongs in the Royal Rumble. He needs to get out of that. It's time for some young star or even CM Punk to win. But beside the point, I'm definitely going to take John Cena, and hopefully this ends this feud so we can get something new for John Cena. Fingers crossed.
All right, so definitely the main event, since, the Authority loves Randy Orton, or do they? Because we've seen some hostility lately on Monday Night Raw. Randy Orton takes on The Big Show for the WWE Championship, and probably this is the most over The Big Show has been in his entire career. He's on a very big high right now, but too bad that's going to come down because there's no way in hell I see The Big Show winning here. It just makes sense for Randy Orton to hold this title maybe to the Royal Rumble, maybe even to WrestleMania, who knows, but this Authority feud needs to continue because they just keep adding figures to that Authority, like what the hell's Kane doing in there, and what's Vicky Guerrero and Brad Maddox doing? Like, they look like they're in trouble, but they'll probably come back to the Authority. Who knows? But I see Randy Orton picking up the victory here over The Big Show, and I don't think it's going to be a clean win. I think somebody's going to help them. I don't know who. It might be the Shield. It might be a returning superstar. I don't know. I really can't predict who is going to do that. But Randy Orton's not going to pick up a clean victory here because I feel like they're going to probably have a matchup at TLC. And then the Royal Rumble will provide a chance for them to give Randy Orton a new contender, I think. So I'm going to take Randy Orton to win here. But remember, Randy Orton and McMahon and Triple H aren't really getting along right now, so maybe there's a slight chance. I just don't see it happening.
Yeah, Big Show has absolutely zero chance